Hey YouTube, CoolStoryBrobat here, bringing you Narrated Showdown battle number 89. Now this battle was on February 27th, the same day as the last battle I uploaded. You know, the thing with the four psychic types and the Crawdaunt, and yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, but anyway, this battle was on the same day as this, but I don't think it was the same time. But I was on a ladder versus this dude named RawDiggersby, and this is a heck of a game. This dude is like in the upper 1500s. At that time, the upper 1500s was like the top of the ladder pretty much, or at least towards the top. I was in the 1400s, so you know, I was doing decent. I wasn't at the highest I could have been, but it was pretty good. And you guys, oh my god, I don't know if I'm coming or going, man. I'm getting over a cold, but it doesn't seem to want to leave me yet, so forgive me for randomly all the time. Anyway, so I got my team here. You know, standard Brobat balance. You know, I got the SD Crawdaunt, the Mega Ampharos, the physically defensive Hippodon, the especially defensive Florges, the Toxic Brobat, and the Assault Vest Snorlax with max attack and defense. I'm telling you, it's a good set, I promise. But anyway, now RawDiggersby's team, this dude's team just has threats out the wazoo. Like seriously, look at everything on his team. I mean, to an extent, Crawdaunt, you know, since it's my main win condition of a sweeper, it could sweep if Mew is defeated or it doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. If Zapdos is dead and if Roserade is dead, then the Crawdaunt kinda goes in. But what I'm worried about with his team is, like, you know, I'm not too worried about the Suicune, because, you know, I got Mega Ampharos who kills that. Zygarde, you never know if it's Coil or Dragon Dance. If it's Dragon Dance, then we're gonna have some issues because I run Ice Fang Hippodon. Well, actually, Ice Fang Hippodon kind of takes it on, and that's usually my check all sponge to Zygarde in general. But if it's sub Coil Zygarde, then Brobat can just toxic the thing no matter what it does because it has Infiltrator. So I shouldn't have to be too worried about it, but it's freaking Zygarde, so you never know. Mew. It looks like Mew's gonna be a stealth rocker, if anything, because none else on his team really sets it. Zapdos probably sets Defog. So it's like physically defensive Mew, I'm guessing? Especially defensive Zapdos? Either one or the other is physically and especially defensive. I'm assuming this is offensive Roserade, for good reason, it should be. And Scarf Darmanitan. That's what his team would look like, assuming things. But of course, the Zapdos could be offensive and Suicune could be physically defensive, but they both, if they're both walls and Mew's also wall, it kind of makes us pretty solid defensive core. They can be annoying to take down. And in the end, it's all to help Zygarde sweep. And if you weren't obviously aware, this is another old UU replay. I mean, I said I did this on the same day as the last battle I uploaded, so that should tell you something. But anyway, you want to see how this pans out, so let us begin. So he leads off with Roserade, I lead off with Brobat. He switches out immediately going into his Zapdos. I go for the Brave Bat, just play it safe. I knew Zapdos was coming, but you know, I don't want to over-predict. It's turn 1, so I just do the safe thing. I Toxic him anyway, knowing I could take a Volt Switch. Or if he tries to Toxic me on the Switch, like he just did, I could get the upper hand. So I did that, and now he Volt Switches on my Ampchamp and goes into his Mew. I Mega Evolve, and he sets up Stealth Rock. I Thunderbolt. It is just short of a 2-hit KO. No, it's like around a 3-hit KO for real. Roughly 3-hit KO. I don't know why Dragon Pulse doesn't really do much. I guess I was predicting Zygarde to come in. He Psychics, I Thunderbolt again. It's still doing a nice amount of damage, but it's just not enough to really break the Mew. So I Volt Switch on it. Go into Rock Lobster. Try to put some immediate pressure on this guy. And he switches out, so I'm pretty sure that means he doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. I knock off, get this crit on Suicune. It was beautiful. That was beautiful. Set up the Swords Dance out of greed. He uses Rest. I'm like, okay, alright, that might have been a bad play. That might have been a choke play. Crab Hammer, still short of a 2-hit KO, even without the leftovers. God dang. Swords Dance again because I need the extra power. I need some oomph. He Sleep Talks. It's looking real. It's looking real. Suicune goes down. And then I go to +3 just to get threatened out by a Roserade. I Aqua Jet. It doesn't do enough. I think I calced here. I think I did a calc here, and honestly, I think I had a chance to 1-hit KO, but I just fell short. because that's the only logical reason I would have stayed in and went for that. So I guess that's what happened. So I sent in Brobat to revenge kill it. Brave Bat the Roserade is out the way. Darmanitan, I'm assuming he's Scarf, so I sent in Hippo to Dawn. Based on the damage output, he is indeed Scarf Darmanitan. I'm not too worried about it then. He sends in his Zapdos. I go for the Slack Off. I'm expecting him to go for a Toxic here, so I just send in Brobat. And yeah, he goes for the Toxic and he misses it. So basically, I can get a free defog off here, or I can just Roost. Because, you know, defensive Zapdos only runs Volt Switch. But unfortunately, I end up sacking my Brobat to a Volt Switch, which is saddening, but it happens. So I send in Ampchamp as he sends in his Mew, resets the rock, so pretty much I just wasted that turn. I utterly wasted that turn, and I wasted my bat. That was a choke play out of 10. I just Thunderbolt here. I can't break the Mew. I'm just hoping for like a random Para-Hacks, because, you know, even if he has Synchronize, which he does, it can't paralyze Ampharos because I'm electric type. So that could at least give me something, but this is going nowhere, so I Volt Switch. Go off in a Florges because he at least can't break Florges, especially since he runs Psychic. And it's just going to sit here until he eventually switches out. And whatever he switches out into is not going to enjoy having to take a Moonblast. Even Darmanitan, because I could just protect and scout his moves. So, you know, Moonblast, get the little special attack drop. He switches out, goes into his Darmanitan on a Moonblast. And like I said, I can just protect on him just to scout what he's about to do. He Flare Blitzes. Okay, I can deal with that. I can hang with that. He switches out, goes back into his Zapdos, predicting me to go into my head on, but I decided to go into Ampharos because I'm going to sack it. Because this guy's kind of useless to me now. To be brutally honest, he is kind of useless to me right now. So he sends in his Mew again. I go for Dragon Pulse just to make sure I don't get smacked by a Zygarde switching. He finishes me off with Psychic, and pretty much I send in Rick Ross because thankfully this Mew apparently doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, because if he did, he would have definitely used it like way earlier in the match. So I go for Crunch, he sends in Zygarde, and it's getting real. He's the sub-coil set because I think it's bulky as heck. So he's setting up coils on me. I still have a fighting chance because, like I said, I run Ice Fang Hippowdon, but because of the fact I sacked Brobat when I really shouldn't have, I'm not going to be able to Toxic it, I'm not going to be able to put a timer on it, and I'm not going to be able to really stall it out from the damage he's about to do to me. So I pretty much just got to take it. He finishes me off with a +1 Earthquake. After he kills my Florges with the +1 Earthquake, I send it Hippowdon, you know, go for the Ice Fang, doesn't do nothing. Dragon Tails me, sends in Rick Ross, and pretty much I'm about to just take this Earthquake to the face and just live with it. So I managed to kill him off with Return from Rick Ross. Now look at this. Look at the damage. Flare Blitz. It doesn't kill me though! But it doesn't kill me though! Because Physically Defensive Assault Vest Snorlax goes in. I shed a tear of joy when I witnessed this. But unfortunately, despite how clutch that Snorlax was, it wasn't saving me the game. It wasn't saving me the game. It wasn't saving me the game. I slack off as he switches into Zapdos. I think I have a chance here, but then he uses Toxic, and I pretty much just killed whatever chance I had of doing it. So, yeah, that's pretty much a good game, RawDiggersby. I'm not going to be able to break the Zapdos, especially now that he has HP Ice. He can outdamage me faster than I can outdamage him, and Mew outspeeds and can just soft boil before I can even Earthquake it anyway. So, yeah. That's pretty much game right there. I'm not going to be that guy and just spam slack off when there's really no need to. You know, that's stupid. I've lost the game by this point. So yeah, he sends out Mew, finishes me off with a Psychic, and that is a good game, RawDiggersby. This match is old, but hey, it was fun. It was a pretty good match. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite if you want me to finish getting over this cold. I mean, be thankful though, it's not like how it was last time, where I sound like I'm just dying from a chronic illness. Actually, last time I had a cold, I think I was doing a Nuzlocke. So, if you were watching that episode of that Nuzlocke, then you know how bad it gets with me. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Peace.